student athletes that have worked very hard for long careers to reach this day. It's a nice day for us too. But it's about these student athletes today. They've worked very hard to get where they are. And you've got to remember that what they earned is a scholarship. Okay, so this is not just an athletic thing where you have an opportunity to go on and be a professional. It's an opportunity to continue their studies just like they've done here at Porter-Gaud. Fabulous opportunities in front for Mr. Eggleston, myself, and everyone here. It's a little bittersweet because they're not going to be here next year. They've had great careers, and they're going to move into a new chapter of their life that's going to be fabulous. And I wish them good luck.
Appreciate you all being here. I think if you're a coach, there's nothing better than today. I mean, today's really a lot of fun from a coaching perspective. And it's really because it's really a celebration, a culmination of so much hard work, so much commitment from the administration, from teachers, from coaches, from facilities, and especially for these young athletes that we're honoring here today. I have the fortunate ability, or I have to talk about two of my players. And I think both players took totally different paths to get here, which is really kind of one of the fun and neat things. But one of the great parts about that is these are two guys that every day at practice we matched up against each other. Every day they competed one-on-one in battle, and we just watched them over and over again. And I think it's just fitting that they're both here today and getting this award, getting this scholarship, because really they both contributed to the other one getting better, and both contributed to the other one having the ability to be here. So I think it's really fitting, and that's again a great joy. First, talk about Michael Preddy. I think if you look at Michael, I guess the best way to sum up Michael is he won the genetic lottery. I mean, you know, he's got the right size, he's got the right height, he's strong, he's fast, he's incredibly athletic for his size. And I mean, after just 1 year of playing high school football, we had the coaches knocking down the door. We had over half dozen offers. He could have gone, you know, playing in the ACC, he had other ACC offers, he had Big Ten offers, he had Conference USA offers. He had a bunch of opportunity, again, just after playing 1 year of high school football. He played football earlier. I saw him in middle school. He was a fullback. It was ridiculous bad watch that. But it's like, but you know, he played, but still only 1 year of high school to get the kind of recognition. By the same standpoint, he was already, the state newspaper had him as the third best player in Skeezer. If you look at Rivals and Scout and Signing.com and 247 Sports, all the national rating services, they had him between 20 and 30 of the best prospects in the state. They had him between 50 and 75 of the best prospects at his position in the nation after 1 year, because he had such great athletic ability and such great potential. But there's two things that really I really make note when I think about Michael, and I think are noteworthy in what happened and kind of go through the process. First off, sophomore year, he made a bold, unpopular decision, but mature decision to follow opportunity and to play football. And it just kind of reminds me of Herb Brooks, who got to coach the hockey team in the Olympics, where it said, great successes are born from great opportunity. And I think Michael's one who certainly recognized that. The second thing that's notable is before his senior year, meeting with Georgia Tech. All Georgia Tech talked about was athletics. Everybody else, other schools are talking about their facilities and their wins and losses and the arenas they play in. Georgia Tech's just talking about athletics, so I think, man, I don't know if they got much of a chance here. Their coach comes in, line coach, says to Michael, and this is a guy, Coach Seawick, who played in the NFL and coached there for a dozen years and seen it done, been there, and said, Michael, you know, I think you should consider playing the offensive line. He goes, because you're so athletic, you got such a great physique that I could see you playing at the next levels. You're so much better than those farm boys that play offensive line. You really have some great opportunity. If you come to Georgia Tech, I think we can cultivate and do that. So Michael comes to me and says, Coach, I think that guy knows what he's talking about. He goes, I think I want to play offensive line. And I said, Michael, you're a tight end. We throw the ball 500 times a year. You can score dozens of touchdowns. Our leading receiver had over 100 receptions. And he comes to me, and I think the same thing. You know, great moments are born from great opportunities. I said, who would want to be a lineman in our offense? I'll tell you who. Someone who's smart, someone who sees opportunity, so that they can have great moments like today. Congratulations, Michael. Congratulations.
Well, first of all, I want to thank my mom, because my mom is my #1 fan, my #1 supporter. She's been to all of my games ever since I was a little kid, whether I was playing tennis or baseball. She's just always been there for me, and I'm very thankful for her. I'm also thankful for my coaches, Coach Reeds, who've helped me play football and brought me through the recruiting process. And I thank Coach JP, because without JP, I wouldn't even be at Porter. I want to thank just everybody who wished me good luck. And I'm just glad that I have this opportunity to be here today.
Hello, everybody. Just want to start with a little poem, and I promise I won't stay long. In the words of Langston Hughes, hold fast to dreams, for when dreams die, life is like a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. Thank you for allowing and supporting my son in attaining his dream of attending a Division I school, whether you supported him academically, spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever. Thank you so much for your support. All of Porter-Gaud, family and friends, everyone. And I especially thank Mr. JP for recognizing his athletic ability at an early age when he first came here as a freshman. I don't know if he's in the building, but I also want to thank Mr. Randy Smith for encouraging us to come here and shadow at Porter-Gaud, and that's when we fell in love. And last but not least, I have to thank Mr. Coach Reese, who allowed my son to come to his first spring practice in basketball shoes. But at the time also recognized his academic ability and allowed him to know that he could go on to the next level and play at a Division I school. And to all of you, thank you so much. I'm very proud, most importantly, for my son, who I wrote something down. I'm going to say, I'm proud of you for your commitment and your dedication to both academics and athletics so that you can become this wonderful student athlete. And not just because you're a teacher's son. I'm also very proud of you because right now, you have given me the ability to say, my baby's going to Georgia Tech.
About Brent Demarest, who is probably the most decorated athlete in the history of Porter-Gaud, and he set the bar so high. I don't know how anybody could ever do that, equal that. But Coach, you tell them the story, okay?
Sure. Yeah, building on that, I've always thought of Brent. He's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a coach. It's quite possible he's the finest athlete I'm ever going to coach. And for that, I'm very grateful. Started working with him in 6th grade. A lot of the older kids, they started calling him child prodigy, joked that he had an extra heart in there somewhere because there was no way a kid this big should be running as fast as he was. It's great and the culminating experience of signing today, and it feels like we're at the end of a long journey because in a way we are. He has worked extremely hard. I've never been around someone who works as hard as he does. There are mornings where he's done 10,000 meters in the pool. He runs 10 miles with us after that, and then he's off riding his bike as well. And he happens to have to go to school, do his homework, study for tests, eat, and possibly sleep. You know, there's not enough hours in the day, but he maintained that dedication, that drive all throughout his career. And like I said, it feels like we're at the end of a process, but we're just starting a new one. Okay, and it's wonderful how his drive, his determination, and the use of athletics in his 3 sports is sending him to such a fine institution as the University of Virginia. They are one of the extreme powerhouses in the world of cross country and track and field. They'll be favorites to win the ACC next year. He's part of a strong recruiting class coming in. They put a lot of faith in him. He ran the amazing time of 14:46 at the Skeeza State meet, and immediately upon doing that, they jumped all over him, wanted him, got him there on the official visit, and of course Brent fell in love with them as well. It's a wonderful place. The academic reputation is second to none. So not only does he have the opportunity to advance in his collegiate athletic career, he's going to come away with a diploma from UVA. And that's just a wonderful thing. Program-changing athlete at Porter-Gaud. He set the bar high. This is the best we've ever been in cross country, and a lot of it is due to what he's done. The younger kids see what Brent's doing, and they strive to do that themselves, and that's a case where he's raising the level of our program. He's not only just going to college, he's representing Team USA. He's already made world junior teams. He's got a bright future in triathlon. So we're looking at, Olympic goals, world championship goals, and that's why I say, he, I think, in my opinion, is the best athlete we've ever had to come out of Porter-Gaud. He's got an amazing legacy. Thank you all for being here. The support means a lot. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the Demarest. Thank you to Brent's teachers. He's had considerable time away from school as he's traveling the world and working with him and understanding and seeing the big picture. Thanks to his parents who have been incredibly supportive of what I was doing, what Coach Sally was doing. They had utmost faith that what we were doing was right for him. And it's nice when it all comes together. And here we are today. He's able to sign a scholarship and ready to move on to the next level. So thanks to all of you. Congrats.
First of all, I'd like to thank Coach Knight for, like you said, I've been with him since 6th grade, and I wasn't very good in 6th grade. I was a beginner. I was mainly a swimmer in 6th grade, but he encouraged me to move towards track and cross country and run a lot more, and I really wouldn't be nearly as fast as I am today without his training. We've done countless workouts by ourselves out on the track. He's spent a lot of his free time where he could be doing something with his family or his daughters with me, and I really appreciate that. So I'd like to thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Second of all, I'd like to thank my teammates, mainly Brendan. He's always been supportive. He's going to go to one of the service academies, which is great. Third of all, I'd like to thank my friends and how supportive they are. And really, I'd like to thank both my parents. My dad has been so supportive. He's driven me to countless meets. 10-hour drives, maybe even flown to meets. But most of all, I'd like to thank my mom. She's been the one that's always encouraged me. And she knows what I've been going through. She was a Division I athlete. She ran at UConn, so she knows what it's like to be one of the best, and I really like to thank her for that.
I would just like to say to Porter-Gaud that this has been a wonderful experience. The administration, the faculty, everybody's been so supportive from an academic standpoint and athletic standpoint. Coach Sally, Coach Knight have been wonderful to us. The swim team has been wonderful to us. We have been everything we needed. This school has been here for us, and I'm just very proud of Brent. It's been great. Thank you.
was on the super highway of recruiting. He could go anywhere he wanted. He just had to pick which exit to take. Phillips' path, his journey was more like being stuck in a dense forest. It's dark. You don't have a light. It's rainy. You're hungry. You have no idea where you're going. You're bouncing around hoping that sometime at the other end it works out well. One of my favorite sayings in my classrooms is, all correct paths lead to correct answers. You know, when you're doing math, it just, I don't care how you get that answer. Figure it out. There's a lot of tools you can use in your toolbox. Just get it right. And the same thing here. It doesn't matter the struggle. It doesn't matter what you have to go through. As long as we get to the path, the proper path, and get there. And Phillips' path was far different than Michael's was. I think Phillips is one of the best high school players I've coached. 3-year starter, 2-year All-State. He was a 2-year captain. He played in the All-Star game and played both offense and defense. I've never seen that in my life, somebody doing that. That's how dominating of a high school player he was. He was a great leader. He was an incredible motivational speaker. That's sarcasm if you haven't done it. Age for effort, though. No doubt about that. So, but unfortunately, sometimes being a great high school athlete isn't good enough. It's a cold, cruel world recruiting. Sometimes you have a lot of people tell you you're 1 inch too short. You know, you're 10 pounds too light. Your bench press is 20 pounds not enough. You're not quick enough. In Phillips' case, you were 10 seconds slow. You'd be 10 seconds faster your 40-yard dash. Sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you don't go on your official visit till the weekend before signing day. Sometimes you have to leave your semi-formal date all alone taking pictures because you're on your recruiting visit. Or sitting at the table waiting for dinner and you're not there yet. But he made it. His path is correct, got on the correct path. He got there. And the same thing, sometimes you have to wait to find that perfect place, and it takes a time. And Phillips is going to a place where they don't have defensive line. They're all graduated. They're gone. He's going to have a great opportunity. He has to play his freshman year. And they play Furman and Presbyterian and Citadel, and they play Wofford. So we're going to have plenty of opportunity to see him play the next 4 years. And on November 22nd, they're playing at Alabama. And so he's going to go from playing in front of 90 to playing in front of 90,000 in the next 6 or 7 months. So it's a great opportunity. And sometimes, if you work hard, and if you're a leader, and you have great character, and you have great mental toughness, then good things happen. Take the highway, go through the forest, all correct paths lead to correct answers. Congratulations, Phillips.
First of all, I'd love to thank my parents and the rest of my family, and my coaches, Coach Reeds, for helping me get through this recruiting process and handing me a flashlight in that wilderness. And Coach Wilson for working with me in the weight room since 7th grade, trying to get me bigger so I can be the best football player I can possibly be. And my brother is not here today, but I would like to thank him, even though I didn't like it back then, for making me go to the weight room in 7th and 8th grade when none of my friends were. And I'd like to thank my teachers for helping me get through the hard academics of Porter-Gaud. And I'm just excited for this opportunity to play for Western Carolina. And thank you all for being here.
Say a few things. Porter-Gaud has always stressed the academics before there'll be any athletics. And there was touch and go there for a little bit. And I wanted to very specifically thank Dr. Aaron Lehman and Andrea Cohen, because if Dr. Lehman hadn't recognized that Phillips was way too intelligent to be doing so poorly, that we probably wouldn't be here today. And Anna Smith and Daniel Jordan and Walker Bruce, as well as many, many other teachers here that helped instill discipline in Phillips for studying and putting academics before anything else, and then make it possible so that he could be on the field. And especially thank you to Coach Wilson, who helped build him up so that he's never had a knee issue with the strength. And thank you, Laura, so much for taping him those thousands of times. and especially Coach Reed's. You know, I don't think we would have been here without him. So, thank you all.
Nice day for a lot of you younger people to see. I appreciate the media being so loyal to Porter-Gaud over the years, every year. We look forward to reporting the scores. We look forward to having you at our events. And I want to thank you all very much. These here are made so that they can be autographed by y'all to wish these guys well. So we're going to have a ceremonial signing, all three of you at the same time. Sign the document in front of you like you're signing your national letters. The students could come up and sign these. There's the felt tips, the Sharpies here, and wish these guys good luck in their future. Thank you all very much for such a good day.